Hello, everybody. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot. And I was guided to jump on and talk about this energy shift. I was in meditation this morning and Archangel Michael came through with a lot of clarity. I'm calling it like this clarion call to action is kind of what's coming through when it comes to the divine masculine. So I was encouraged to jump on and channel this energy today into the Twin Flame Collective. So this is going to be a divine masculine twin flame reading. If you have not already done so, do feel free to hit the subscribe button below, and I'm going to talk about the energies that come through in meditation before I jump in with the cards. So we do have a very powerful transit today with the Sun conjunct Venus, and I've talked about that. So I do feel as we're in this major preparation stage for this long lost love to kind of return, today is like a major pivot point is kind of what I'm feeling. We do have, you know, the Sun in Capricorn conjunct Venus in Capricorn in retrograde. So we're in this processing of reevaluating our relationship foundations. And this is going to be in the 5th house of Sagittarius today, both of them in the 5th house, the house of creativity. So I do feel a major shift when it comes to the karmic contracts. I feel like a lot of disorder and shocking, towering energy is kind of washing over the divine masculine's life right now in order for this adaptation to kind of come forward when it comes to this soul recognition and this soul merger. So I feel a lot of power and drive is coming forward in order to leap into the void. So I feel the masculine's really being pushed by the angels to kind of leap into the void. And that's what came through with Archangel Michael this morning. So I feel it's this energy coming through, and I want to say fire starter, but it is this like perfected illumination coming to the surface. And I feel the masculine is trying to grasp this shocking nature of events taking place in order to kind of transform his life is what's coming through. So I feel a lot of patterns are coming up to be addressed in order for that perfect symmetrical alignment for the twins. So I feel the masculine's riding a lot of shock waves and can no longer avoid this devastation when it comes to the fall energy that the feminine went through in the beginning of the awakening process. So I feel this warrior ego instinctual energy is coming forward for the divine masculine with the shift today. And tomorrow we also have Mercury sextile Chiron, with Mercury in Aquarius in that higher thought processing energy, and sextile Chiron in Aries. And that's all about self-identity. I do feel major cycles are closing out when it comes to the age of Pisces and really stepping into the age of Aquarius, because tomorrow we also have Mars opposition Lilith. So we have Mars in Sag opposition Lilith in Gemini, and those are polar opposites on the zodiac wheel. So I do feel major changes on the horizon. It is very dualistic energy coming up to be addressed when it comes to this purification. And I just saw 333, which is all about that divine union of the masculine, the feminine, and the higher soul contract with God source energy coming through. So I feel a lot of shock in the energies today coming up, and I feel this deep seeking energy when it comes to getting to the core of the karma that we are here to harmonize on this journey. And I feel the masculine is being met with shock wave after shock wave, and it is this very overwhelming energy when it comes to the masculine indulging in that egoistic energy with the karmic contract. So I feel victory is around the corner. I feel this energy of what I heard was the witness returns is what I wrote down. So I feel this major channeling energy of initiation for the divine masculine collective. And this need for them to take that leap of faith. I kind of feel this is like the keynote when it comes to the masculine embracing that self-empowerment to take back his power. So definitely initiation energy coming through today very strongly. And I feel, you know, the masculine's kind of been backed into this corner when it comes to, you know, embracing his ego And I kind of feel this restoration of benevolent courage coming to the surface as the masculine kind of embodies this complete divine power surrounding him in order for him to kind of take that first step forward, to be that driving force when it comes to stepping into that leadership. And I think a lot of the masculines, I feel, are struggling with some heart health issues in the energy in order to get them to recenter themselves and to kind of attune to this spiritual source energy in order to strategize how to take back authority of their life in the energies today. So I feel a lot of opposition when it comes to the masculine, in constant competition with the karmic contract and mastering the lower material world. I feel this arousal when it comes to this direction of love that the masculine is being asked to take. And now I see 555. Very interesting. I woke up at exactly 5:55 this morning, and what I heard was expect powerful change. So I feel both physically and mentally, as well as this vulnerability within the divine masculine's heart is being triggered when it comes to his foolhardiness, and where he has endangered his path when it comes to not honoring his spiritual mission. So I do feel a lot of opposition in the masculine's world in order for this energy to direct them out of this very stuck complacency is what came through, to kind of get out of that cocooned energy. And I feel the energy really is directing them towards this personal transcendence that the feminine has gone through, this deep, deep self-love, and this love for life itself, I feel, is being activated for many of the divine masculines as they do kind of come into this mastery of the material world. So I feel a lot of secrets coming to the surface, a lot of exposure in order for this realignment, this attunement. So I kind of feel the masculine is kind of being asked to follow his spiritual guidance in the energies this weekend. And that will allow him to kind of adapt to the nature of all of these shocking, disorderly confrontations that are being met within the masculine's world. So I feel the masculine's likely going to find himself deeply seeking and looking into the spiritual realm for guidance and direction this weekend, because I kind of feel a lot is crumbling very quickly. So let's jump in with some cards. I was asked to pull the Wildwood Tarot today to dig into the masculine's energy. I haven't used this deck in quite a while, but I always do read the cards intuitively. So I think we are going to start by pulling some Spiritual Journey Oracle deck into the Divine Masculine. I'm not pulling into the Divine Feminine's energy today. I kind of feel many of the feminines are in that very balanced state, very kind of, you know, just riding the waves. Yeah, the masculine's definitely learning a major core karmic lesson. And that's what I felt, this stabbing, painful lesson kind of running through my body this morning. So I feel Archangel Michael really is working closely with the divine masculine in order to help him resolve all of these deep past life experiences. I feel the karmic debt is finally being paid. I feel the karmic debt is being balanced out in the energies this weekend, and the masculine really is working through this very painful heart lesson with the karmic energy in order for them to step into this growth, this expansion. But let's keep going and see what else needs to come through for the divine masculine with the energy shift this weekend. Yeah, I feel opening to receiving. There is that call to clarion, that clarion call to action, clarity. I feel a lot of clarity is coming through when it comes to the distortion that's been surrounding the masculine. I feel a lot of truth being exposed as, you know, the masculine is kind of pushed into living consciously and living out his soul purpose with the divine feminine in mission. So there is, without a doubt, a major breakthrough at hand this weekend, as I feel the masculine really is deepening his relationship to his higher self, tapping into his psychic awareness, his psychic abilities, and really developing this deep intuitive energy surrounding him in the energy. So I feel the masculine is finally coming into that deep authentic truth of knowing that the divine feminine's soul language is what really motivates him. It's like this muse energy. The divine feminine is the divine masculine's muse. And I feel as the feminine kind of masters that living in the joyful present moment and the art of self-love, it really is allowing this breakthrough at hand. So I feel, major transformative energies in the energies. So I kind of feel the masculine really is transforming this very low grade negative situation, and he will persevere, but I feel there is going to be like this major upheaval. And I feel this decision energy. It is decision time in order for the masculine to take that first step forward for the betterment of humanity, that the twins came here to work together on mission. So I do feel a lot of remembrance when it comes to the past life timelines that the twins share, that we are here to clear this lifetime. And I feel the masculine really is stepping into his purpose. So I do feel there is likely going to be a reach out, a message coming, divine feminine, and this is going to be a significant message coming your way. I don't think we're going to be expecting that initial reach out, but we are going to have to listen to what the masculine has to say. I feel a lot of disconnection, which is in turn triggering this gateway portal opening when it comes to this clarion call. So I kind of feel the masculine is removing those throat chakra blockages, really expressing himself openly and honestly. So you're going to need to be open to receiving. So I kind of feel this disconnecting energy. Divine feminine, you really are encouraged to just go within, to go into that solitary reprieved energy this weekend in order to restore the telepathic connection between you and your counterpart, in order to transmit the messages coming through your counterpart. I do feel a lot of the feminines are feeling the divine masculines emotions in the energy this weekend, and it can be quite triggering. So that is why I always say go within, go within, go within. But let's see what else needs to come through. Adaptability, because there is going to be movement towards this new beginning, and I feel it really is time for the divine masculine to get back into integrity, which has been lacked throughout this transitionary journey. But we will see what else needs to come through for the divine masculine with the energies this weekend, because I do feel this situation really is intensifying, and it is coming to, that dead stop. I feel that burning of the bridges. So the masculine is really feeling that heart call from the feminine. Home is where the heart is, and that is the direction. So go into meditation to guide the masculine home to that heart-centered energy, because I do feel he is feeling very lost and overwhelmed in the energy as this gateway portal of the heart is activated. And I do feel a lot of ascension when it comes to rising above the fray, because, the masculine's been in this lost compass energy for quite some time. 35, breaking down to an 8. There is the ending of this major cycle taking place, and this deep awareness that, we are working in partnership with these universal forces in order to tap into our limitless possibilities and our own personal resourcefulness to break through any challenges. I do feel Taurus energy coming through very strongly. So hearth and home, and as the North Node shifts into Taurus, it is all about, the masculine understanding what he values and what is going to bring him that satisfaction when it comes to that stable foundation in his home life. So I feel the spiritual narcolepsy, the fall of the ego really is taking place, and I feel this weekend has huge potential for that possibility for union. The masculine bled the feminine's well dry, and it's time for that reciprocation, for that replenishment to be returned is what I'm feeling. So let's see what else is coming through for the masculine with the Soul Journey Oracle deck. So big changes. I think feminine, you're just encouraged to trust and to accept that inner voice, that inner knowing that you are being guided correctly. The messages that you are receiving are coming through with clarity. So get ready as the masculine embraces these big, big changes. A lot of growth and evolution and movement in the energies this weekend, I feel, for the divine masculine. What else do we need to be aware of when it comes to these energies for the divine masculine today, this weekend? Abundance. So tapping into, like I said, that limitless possibility, understanding that we are truly energetic, limitless beings, and we are master manifestors when it comes to our physical reality. So I feel major shift in consciousness taking place, and I think the masculine is, you know, coming forward, offering that friendship, knowing that the divine feminine really does serve a higher purpose. And I feel coming into that deep inner awareness and acceptance of this connection and embracing the things that can no longer be changed, stepping into, you know, embracing his courage of strength, his strength of spirit, and facing any fears with confidence, going deep into that grief. I feel the karmic really is deeply envious of the divine feminine at this time, and there is going to be a lot of challenges presented in order for the masculine to finally exact that appreciation for the divine feminine. I kind of feel the masculine feels like the feminine is lost forever, and he really is unaware that all of this shocking disruption really is to get him back on the pathway to happiness with the divine feminine. So let's see what needs to come through with the psychic tarot of the heart. A lot of crown chakra downloads I feel coming in when it comes to the mysticism that the twins share, and there's that seeking energy, definitely seeking that truth, that those answers, and listening intently. I feel a lot of activations and downloads, and I do feel the masculine really is honoring that truth, cutting those negative, unhealthy sexual attachments. And there's that unexpected choice in love. The twins intertwining for that brand new beginning in love. Releasing any fear, releasing any control issues, and really embracing the closing of this cycle in order to step into this beautiful, loving energy. So I feel a lot of ascension love around the divine masculine as he taps into this higher awareness. Look at that. Soul partner, eternal connection. So deep awareness of this connection, and I feel the time is now for that harvest, for that gathering, for that reunion energy in order to restore a sense of balance within these connections. But let's see what else needs to come through. What other energies are surrounding the divine masculine when it comes to these shifts? Definitely releasing those constraints. I feel honoring the power of self-love. I do feel a lot of heart chakra pain as the masculine comes into that attunement of his soul's purpose. I feel a lot of shamanic, journeying, visionary energy coming through as a lot of this ancient Akashic wisdom is restored. Stepping into reverent appreciation, sacred gratitude for the divine feminine. So self-love is definitely coming through on the masculine's end as he kind of taps into his clairvoyant awareness. I feel a lot of inspiration, interpretation of this energy shift coming forward as the masculine really embraces this deep-seated trust. Yeah, that precognition. So a lot of visions when it comes to the future and the masculine psychic abilities to embrace Christ consciousness, and there's that divine masculine energy. So I do feel a lot of activations, this electrifying active power surrounding the masculine as he taps into his psychic abilities and honors this brand new laser focused beginning in love is kind of what I'm feeling. But let's see what needs to come through with the tarot. Yeah, we got the King of Cups reversed and the Devil reversed with the Four of Wands. So breaking free from that very addictive, extremely codependent, false foundation. You know, the masculine was coerced, was manipulated, had the veil over his eyes, and I feel there's that major heart chakra awakening as the masculine's heart is ripped wide open when it comes to this union energy major transition, victory and success when it comes to that abundance. And then there's that Queen of Cups energy, the salmon. Nobody wants a salmon, so I kind of feel the masculine is getting rid of that very heavy karmic, controlling feminine energy, and really embracing this power of self-love. So we will see what else needs to come through for the divine masculine with today's shift. The world tree reversed, the shaman reversed, the two of stones reversed, and the blasted oak. There's that blasted tower. So the masculine might very well be getting thrown out in the energies today. Major challenges. I feel he's at battle, like major opposition. I think the karmic and him are going at it toe to toe. There's a lot of manipulation surrounding the masculine with the magician reversed, the shaman reversed, and the world reversed. So I feel a spiraling of challenges in the energy this weekend for that final tower to kind of fall. I feel a lot of exposure in the energies, a lot of exposure in order for the masculine to kind of step into that leadership role. I feel he's lacking the drive, the endurance to keep going. I do feel definitely a major battle in the energies because the masculine's, lacking that respect. I don't feel the masculine is very much respected at the moment within the social circle or by the karmic, and there is a need for protection in the masculine's world because there's so much resistance to this cycle closing out. But I feel that final tower, it's like the tree is kind of falling down. Everything is falling down around the masculine's world. We do have the Woodward. The Woodward in reverse, that is an 11 card. And then we have the Seven of Vessels. So there is, that clarity. The Seven of Cups upright is confusion, disillusionment. And I feel there's that clarion call. Major death energy. Deep-seated mourning coming up because the time is now for the masculine to honor his spiritual responsibilities. I feel joy is around the corner because the masculine's lacked honoring traditional values, and I do feel, he's been jealous of the divine feminine. I feel hearts are breaking in the energies this weekend. That contract is closing out in order for this beautiful reunion energy to come forward. So I feel finally consciously releasing that burden. I feel a lot of challenges this weekend in the masculine's life because he's not been generous. He's not been receptive. I think he's living in a nightmare of his own making with the Nine of Cups reversed. I feel there is going to be that new spark for life. I feel like the Archer energy being pulled back to be shot forward very quickly. And I do feel huge emotional release with the Ace of Cups reversed. It's like this energy of the waters of life washing over the divine masculine when it comes to this awakening, when it comes to this clearance. I feel there's been that lack of clearance, and he got the call for clearance, and there's that Archer energy. Victory and success. I feel like the mark has been hit and action time is now as the masculine, steps into that visionary leader. I do feel he's definitely been bitten by the snake. He picked the wrong partner, and I feel that snake has got her, she's wrapped all around him tightly with nowhere to go, and the masculine is coming back for that missed opportunity. I feel he's deeply bored, depressed, suppressed, and I kind of feel he is getting ready to take that decisive action. Because something about that wolf moon, something about the full wolf moon in Cancer, I feel is when the masculine will take action towards this celebratory union. I feel the Knight of Stones. I do feel, planning action, that horse energy, diligent, as he kind of transitions into the next phase of mastering his skills, his gifts, and then that Kingfisher energy. So King of Arrows, a lot of truth and clarity is coming forward. I feel there's no more attraction within the false contract. There's no more harmony. There's no more working together. And the masculine is like breathing in this breath of life when it comes to this connection, coming out of that death energy. I feel this rebirth energy, breaking free from the chains of the devil and, you know, stepping into that great protector energy is what I'm feeling. So let's see what else needs to come through with the Kipper deck surrounding the Divine Masculine this weekend. Thief, I think the exposure of the karmic thief. I do feel maybe even stealing the masculine's money, probably facing poverty from all of this, you know, two-faced energy. I feel a lot of two-faced. They're showing me like a cat with two faces, two-faced energy coming up, and there's that poverty. I do feel, you know, the karmic really has stolen a lot from the masculine. He very well could be losing a job in the energy because that karmic really has manipulated the masculine and really has taken him down. So I do feel this truly is a gift as the masculine taps into his own personal wealth of his soul, transformation. There is a lot being illuminated when it comes to the false person, the false contract, and I kind of feel unexpected windfall in the distant horizons. I do feel the masculine is getting ready to likely travel to your house. So get ready for the masculine to kind of show up on your doorstep, Divine Feminine. We're going to get some love oracle messages. Yeah, I feel the masculine is coming into that deep awareness that he's dealing with a snake. He's dealing with a narcissist, that he's been charmed and used. And I do feel enabling those firm boundaries, rising like the phoenix, because the masculine does want to rekindle and renew this connection as he goes through this transformation. I feel he's changing his mind. He's done with this seductive energy, this temptress, this third-party interference, because he's clear on who the snake actually is what I'm feeling. And I don't feel the masculine is letting anybody know that he's preparing to take a risk. There is a lot of union energy. The twins truly do complement one each other. It is the perfect coupling of this dualistic connection. A lot of balance, a lot of zen energy. I do feel the masculine is getting ready to come forward with some flirting, wanting to take you out on a date because new romance is blooming. And I don't feel the masculine is letting anybody know of the strategic energies behind the scenes when it comes to taking that risk, that leap of faith, jumping into the void. I feel the masculine knows he has to make a decision now because many of the feminines have many options being presented, high vibration soulmates that will walk the mission pathway with her. So I feel the masculine really has been strung along, and there is a lot of deep inner introspection when it comes to these wounds. I feel the masculine is learning to overcome any self-image issues as he goes through this reflection energy, releasing this deep seductress, healing from that heartbreak. I do feel this hurts, but the masculine is embracing liberation and freedom from that very toxic, addictive relationship, preparing for that higher union, that alchemical marriage within the soul connection that the twins share. So I feel coming into that acceptance and that surrendering of this eternal love and the everlasting promise that the twins did make this lifetime. So I feel this self-sabotaging energy is being released as the masculine works through these fear issues, jealousy issues, and lack of confidence, and comes into the acknowledgement that, you know, he deeply feared being intimate. He listened to his ego. He ran as far as he could, and I feel there's nowhere left to run in the energies this weekend. And he's about to switch his position and come chasing after the feminine, because I think he does fear that the feminine has washed her hands and walked away from this connection. So I think this insane chemistry being restored with Venus conjunct, with the Sun conjunct Venus today, because, you know, the twins do love each other equally, unconditionally. So I think get ready for this relationship to evolve to the next phase as we go through this deep inner healing process and embrace this unconditionally loving, affectionate connection. So I do feel falling in love again in the energies We will see what needs to come through with the Twin Flame Oracle deck when it comes to this message today. Yeah, I think the astrological energies, Divine Feminine, get informed about the astrological energies because they really are pushing and supporting this movement forward, these transit. I feel if there's any conflicting energies coming up, this fear is being stirred up in order to create tension because this is a power struggle stemming around some past life karma. So I do feel a lot of ancestral karma from our lineage is in focus as we embrace this alchemy of hearts that the twins do share. I do feel there is a lot of divine communication coming through on both ends in the energies this weekend. So pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities and really listen to the messages that you're receiving through your emotional body, Divine Feminine. Listen to the subtle messages because we are very highly sensitive and tuned to these energies, I feel. And I feel forgiveness is going to be key. Let's grab a couple messages, twin flame messages, to see what the Divine Masculine would like to say to you, Divine Feminine, what the Masculine would like to express to the Feminine this weekend when it comes to this shift. I know many of us have not been in communication in quite some time, so we will see what the Masculine would like to say. I think, yes, he definitely can still feel you, Divine Feminine. And I did see 3113 palette, like a mirror image. So a lot is being mirror reflected. I do feel the Masculine fears your words at this moment. I think he fears hearing what you have to say. I do feel this constant reminder of you day in and day night. He definitely knows that this is his home. This is where he belongs, Divine Feminine. And, you know, I feel safer in the silence. He feels safer in the silence because he fears, you know, that karmic judgment from you. I do feel you've been in his dream space recently, and he is coming into that deep awareness that lying was easier than telling the truth, but there's that authenticity coming through. He knows the time is now to release that fear, to step into authenticity. I do feel he's been watching you online behind the scenes to kind of see what you've been up to, because I don't think he can feel you anymore. And his heart is telling him to just do it, to just take that leap of faith. So do get ready for some communication, Divine Feminine. I feel this shift is very powerful in the energies today. I do feel the Masculine's working on getting his head straight. A lot of intellectual Aquarian Mercurial energy coming through. A major fucking wake-up call is what I'm hearing. Major fucking wake-up call. So I do feel, you know, the brain really did keep the Masculine in this mimicked illusion when it comes to this cerebral energy. And Spirit's really dragging the Masculine through the mud, I feel, in the energy. The energy really is powerful when it comes to this magnetized energy towards the Feminine. So there is a lot being cleared when it comes to this pathway towards enlightenment. I do feel the Masculine finally coming into that believing energy, stepping into healing, a lot of spiritual cleansing taking place. It is this clean slate energy coming through. Brutal takedowns is what I'm feeling in the energies for the Masculine as he is pushed into this new space, releasing all of this drama, this lingering bad juju, the moose. It's time for this to go. It's go time is what I'm hearing. So I feel, you know, God's divine will is being activated in the energies in order for this clearing process to take place. So you might want to be gentle with your Masculine if he reaches out this weekend, Divine Feminine, because I do feel a big idea, an aha moment when it comes to taking action. I feel facing that inner beast, that inner shadow, in order for the Masculine to step into his greatness again. So know that he is coming for you, Divine Feminine, and he's not going to back down, and he knows it's time to get on the grind and to really start co-creating with you in this mission. So I feel the Masculine's about ready to stick out his tongue. I feel he's about to finally exhale everything that's been repressed below the surface. A huge blowout of hot-tempered energy We do have the moon in Aries, so I feel a lot of shifting rapidly, a lot of sweltering, seething anger coming to the surface when it comes to that soul-sucking vampire that the masculine has been connected to. So I think the masculine is finally feeling all of the world's problems right now, and now they're suddenly all his. This is a big burden for the masculine, and this anger really is articulating the masculine to take action with passion. So I feel, get ready for some communication, Divine Feminine, because I feel you really have mastered manifesting this union energy, the masculine coming back, and you are claiming what is yours, is what I'm feeling. So you might want to clear your physical space today, Divine Feminine. Release any unwanted vibrations within your home setting. I'm planning on, reorganizing my crystals, saging, and very much releasing any toxic energies in and around me. Release any tensions and just kind of peace out, zen out as the masculine goes through this upheaval. Because I do feel a lot of triggers coming up to the surface, and the masculine knows it's time for him to seek you out, to seek out that old wise friend that feels like home. So I think the masculine will be asking for guidance very, very soon as he goes through this hardcore upheaval in the energies today. And that's kind of what I've got for a twin flame update for the weekend. If you would like to book a twin flame reading with me, please feel free to check out the description box below. And I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.